Hey everybody, here I am once again driving and recording a video at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, not the most safe practice of all things, but could be worse. So, anyway, I had this random thought today, and I wanted to just kind of shoot a little video about it because I don't have time to type. But it's funny, we always talk about, I'm a big proponent of learning something new. Hopefully every day, but really throughout the year I'm always trying to find something I can do, something new I can learn. Typically it's big skills. So hey, can I learn to swim long enough to do a triathlon? Or hey, can I learn to play a new instrument? Or hey, do I have a big huge test for work I need to take and I have a limited amount of time to study 1,000 pages in a book and do it? Okay, no big deal. Those kind of things I typically thrive on, but I learned a lesson today that I stink at learning small things. And if you haven't learned by now, small things, the small changes you make in the way you live your life are what adds up to lasting long changes. And I've blogged about that a few different times, but to give you an example, as I'm shifting lanes on the interstate, I'm headed to a meeting right now with a large university in town, which is the only reason I will be wearing this sweatsuit when it's 90 degrees outside in Middle Tennessee. It's absolutely absurd to me that someone along the way decided that no matter if it's hot as a monkey's butt, you still got to put on not only a long sleeve shirt and not only a jacket, which is made for warmth, but also you got to cinch up your neck with a pretty noose. So anyway, don't get me started on that. I'm not yet to the point where I can completely buck convention and not wear a suit to certain meetings. You got to do it, and you got to live the part sometimes. But so as you can see, I got my fancy suit on. I got my fancy tie on, looking pretty fresh, looking pretty fly. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I've learned today, the small thing I've never learned to do, is fold a pocket square correctly. Now, listen, this may sound insanely stupid and crazy. And look at my pocket square. Look, it looks like somebody threw up in my pocket, okay? So this is completely unacceptable. And I've wanted to be a pocket square guy for a long time. I just recently learned how to tie a bow tie. But as I'm figuring out today, I evidently don't have the skills necessary to be a pocket square guy, because you don't want to walk up in front of a meeting and look up and then go, oh, look at that, somebody put a hanky with snot all over it. It looks like they just used it in their pocket. It's supposed to be all nice and flat and perfect. There's multiple ways to do it, but I just can't do it, evidently. So here's the point of the story, is that there are different times when there may be a lot of little things that you might not be doing well, okay? So for me, this pocket square, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to walk into this meeting and they're probably going to kick me out. But I want all of those little bitty things to add up to a great presentation. So if I have anything going wrong, if I have grammatical errors in my presentation notes, or if I have a messed up pocket square, or my fly is undone, you start to add these things up and they can amount to a large negative when it comes to presenting yourself to either a prospect or a client or really anybody, a hot girl, doesn't really matter. So work on the big things, work on the small things. So for me, I know that I need to work on, pocket square tips. So what am I going to do? Go to YouTube, learn how to fold a pocket square. So work on the small things as well as the big things, and it'll all add up to a much better presentation. All right, see ya.